Hey friends, welcome to another video. Sorry, clear my throat there. This is quite a short speed paint because this didn't take me very long to actually do. It took me about an hour and a half to do, which is really not a long time for digital paint, and that's why it's not as good as anyway. So today I wanted to try out doing a more illustrative style and see how I liked it. I copied this from a piece of work in my sketchbook that I think I had a reference on Pinterest, but I don't know where it is anymore. But I did this first in my sketchbook a couple of months ago, and then I wanted to do it as a digital paint in an illustrative style because I really like that style and I wanted to see if I could do it, and it turns out I can in some ways. Yes, this might not be the best illustration you've ever seen, but I'm pretty proud of it actually. I know you don't often hear me saying on this channel that I like the work that I do, but this one I actually did like. So this is just a sketch layer, and the inspiration for this is 90s, super 90s. I wanted this character to have a super 90s jumper on because this character is Avery, who you might have heard me speak about, but she is another one of my kind of OCs, whatever you want to call it. And she is a child of the 90s, so I thought I would put her in this massive jumper. And yeah, I really like it, and I hope you guys like it too. In terms of the process, I just did it the same as I do all of my sketches. I did a very early sketch layer, then a second sketch layer, and then a line art layer, and then I do the colouring. Except for the colouring for this one, I must have walked away from my computer at this point because nothing's going on the screen. Hello? Wakey, come back. What did I do at this point? What was I doing? I know the professional thing would be to cut it all out, but oh, there we go. I can't be bothered. So the process was very similar to how I just do normal digital art, except the colouring was a lot more simple because I didn't want it to look, I guess when I do my other stuff, not that I think it looks photorealistic, but I'm looking for more of a photorealistic style, so there's a lot of blending and there's a lot of, you know, skin tone blending and shadows that again blend and stuff like that. But this was more focusing on the simple stuff. It's a very simple style of doing all of that, so that's kind of made it easier, but it also made it harder because you had to work out where you wanted those shadows and highlights to go, and kind of to make it clear with little contrast. Does that make sense? This is not her skin tone, by the way. I don't know why the hell I chose this colour, but as you can see, I'm going through and changing that because what? The shadows are very simple. They are just like lower down on the skin tone thing. I haven't quite broken out into experimenting with different colours for shadows and highlights. I'm way too scared, but yeah. I did have a lot of issues in this with filling in the wrong layer. I had a lot of layer problems for some reason. It was late at night. It was like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, which for me now is quite late. I love doing that blush thing. I think I'm gonna try and make that part of my style because I love it. And I actually did freckles where I bloody painted in the freckles myself. I've been so lazy by using a brush, but it's actually so much simpler just to do it yourself with a round brush, not with like a pre-freckle brush. It's very stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm trying to mess around with layers here and everything and try and make things simpler, and my pen was wigging out and it was all going on. But this was really cool to do digitally because I wanted the colours to be quite vibrant because it's a 90s t-shirt and they're quite saturated colours. So that was really cool. And yes. I love the 90s design. I think it's so, like, I've got a Stonehenge t-shirt that I bought in like 2014, but it's pure 90s and I love it. I just love it. It just reminds me of being a child, and that's really cool. So trying to get all of these patterns down. I think I am definitely going to try this illustrative style again, because I really liked it. You see, I'm faffing around with all the layers because I'm doing the layers wrong. And when I was doing this, I was listening to Everything, the audiobook by Nicola Yoon, and